Hey guys, it's Dr. Anthony Barta here at Brown Chiropractic. Keeping in theme with the stretches and exercises we've been doing with the front of the shoulder and the chest or pec area. We're going to show you a couple more stretches to kind of open all that area up and help with some tightness through these areas. So starting off with the stretches, we're going to do a simple pec and front of the shoulder stretch. All you need is a corner of a wall to get into. Basically, you'll stand with 1 foot forward in kind of a split stance and put your arms at about chest height or maybe a little lower, about shoulder width apart. And then you're just going to basically lean your upper body into the corner. So we'll show you what that looks like here. So like I said, you'll just find a corner of a wall here. You're gonna stand with 1 foot in front of the other, doesn't matter which one. Arms or your hands about shoulder height, they're a little lower, and then about shoulder width apart. And then you're just going to lean into the corner like this. Once you're in that position, you can play with the height and spread of your hands to see what feels good and where you're getting the most stretch on the front of your chest there. But you'll just lean in like that, and you can use your back foot to help push you into the corner and get a deeper stretch. And basically you'll just hold that about 20 to 30 seconds, and you can do that 3 to 5 times. Okay, so this next stretch is pretty similar to the first stretch where you're in the corner of a wall. I don't know, maybe you don't feel comfortable in the corner, you're claustrophobic or something. All you need is a doorway. Stand right in the middle of the doorway, hands at your side. You're gonna stand tall to start, and then you're just gonna lunge forward onto 1 foot. Either foot, doesn't matter. Make sure you stay tall through the stretch and you're not hunching forward or anything like this. Deep breaths as you just lean in. The further you lean in, obviously it's going to get you a deeper stretch. And again, just hold that 20 to 30 seconds, and then you can use your leg to step out of it so you're not straining those muscles to come out of the stretch. Okay guys, so giving you 3 options here. Just pick whichever one feels best to you or feels like gets you the best stretch in that area. This last one I will consider just maybe a little more advanced, simply because you're going to be using a bolster, so you'll need more equipment rather than just your house. I've got my assistant Minnie here. And then it will also require just a little bit of balance for you to lay on the bolster or foam roller. So you'll take the foam roller and you're gonna lay it directly down your spine. So basically you'll just sit on it, basically where your tailbone is. And you can do this with your knees bent like this, and then you're just gonna lay straight back on the foam roller. I don't know if you can see right now. You'll lay straight back on the foam roller, and then you're basically just going to let your arms rest to your side, and gravity's doing the stretching for you. So it'll look like this. It's that tailbone there, and then just lay on back. There's where the balance comes into play. And then once you're down, you're literally just gonna let your arms fall to your side like this. And just try to relax with some deep stomach breaths. As you see, my arms aren't even touching the ground. If yours are, sometimes you might require a bigger bolster to get more of a stretch, but either way, you're still gonna be opening everything up with this, using the foam roller as kind of a fulcrum for your rib cage, and then therefore your shoulder blades and shoulders. And again, you'll just take deep breaths and hold that for about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, so the last thing we have for you is an exercise to help with the tightness that we're dealing with through the front of the shoulders and the pecs. Now, in order to address that, you typically want to strengthen the opposing muscles. That means the muscles on the back, either the muscles on the back of the shoulder or in the mid-back there. To do that, we're just gonna do something called an isometric hold, which is where you're squeezing your muscles tight, but you're not moving. So an example of an isometric hold, if you look at your bicep, for example, you know what a curl is. To do an isometric hold with your bicep, you would flex your arm against something so it's not moving. We're gonna do the same thing with our back muscles using an exercise called Brugger's. This involves you externally rotating your shoulder. So this is internal rotation, the shoulder moves inward, and then external rotation, the shoulder and your arm move outward. You're gonna rotate outward while you're squeezing your shoulder blades back together. So there's a couple ways you can do this. If you feel comfortable enough in what your arms are doing, you can simply move into that external rotation and then squeeze the shoulder blades back. And you're just gonna squeeze those muscles as tight as you can comfortably for about 10 seconds. And then you'll relax, wait a few seconds, and then do it again. And you'll repeat that 5 times. If that's a little too difficult for you and you don't feel like you're really getting the muscle contraction that you should be, You can start with your arms like this or even forward and push them out to the side, and then squeeze your elbows back like this, like you're trying to pinch something between your shoulder blades, or pinch your sides with your elbows, and hold right there as you try to point your thumbs away from you. And again, you'll just hold this position for about 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and then you'll relax and repeat that 5 times.